What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brian Janu Show. As you already know, I am Brian Janu, and also shout out to my family, Urban Boulevard, BLVD dot US. That is their website. You can go and shop. All their amazing apparel is on that website. You can also follow them on social media at Urban Boulevard dot co. Also, they got a Street Urban Boulevard team too, so you got also that page, and I think another page. But Urban Boulevard BLVD dot US. You go get all the amazing apparel, and if you do buy something, put in the code Brandon.30. That's Brandon.30 for 30% off of your purchase. Go do it. Do it, do it, do it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Father's Day is coming up, so I hope you guys do that. Let's get into the show. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't know what I was fucking gonna talk about today. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna talk about at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Didn't know. And I was driving. Um, actually, um, last night I was like, I gotta do something real, right? I was like, I gotta do something real, and I'm like, I do an episode. Every episode I do is kind of real. I do it from my perspective. It's my perspective, so it's already a real thought process in my head. But I was like, I gotta get back to being real. You gonna call a season deep dive season, and you don't talk about shit. And I was like, yeah, it kind of makes sense to me. Um, and then I went somewhere, got something to eat, and the last couple of times I've been out, um, I got a haircut now, and I guess my facial hair is coming in and stuff, and so uh, um, I guess people look at me. um, like I've always said, I don't see I said this on my show, my brother RSA, Dark Therapy Sessions. I said I think we talked about self-esteem, and I was like, I don't even see myself as like an attractive dude. I don't. I've never really have, to be honest with you. I don't. Um, I don't know. I'm short, my nose. It's just I can easily point out the insecurities before I point out like the good shit about me. And I think we all do, which is kind of a thing. But I think at the end of the day, um, man, at the end of the day, you know, my self confidence is never really been there. So kind of gets into what I want to talk about pretty much, right? Get into the real, I guess you're gonna say. Um, excuse me, just getting over the sinuses and all that. Too. So excuse me. Which gets me to what I wanted to talk about, right? So, like I was saying, I'll be out and I don't see myself, as that guy. So, there's when you like catch out your pervert. I don't want to say that word and say it wrong, and then people be like, "Nigga, you can't spell that word. Or you can't say that word." I'm like, "Nigga, can you?" Um, when you see you look at your rear view kind of your eyes, and you kind of catch a little like something, and I see like girls look sometimes. It's just like a quick glance, like, oh, okay. And I'm not here to be like I said, I'm not cocky or nothing. I'm not confident, nothing like that. It's just like it catches me off guard, like, like, and so went go get something to eat. There was a pretty girl right there by me, and I was like, oh, and didn't even, you know, went on by my business. And it kind of got me thinking in the car I was driving. I was like, man, I don't have confidence. Oh Jesus. And that really what kicked in. I was like, yo, I've had so many situations where that has happened. And I think I just, not my confidence and my self esteem just isn't there. You know what I'm saying? To push it and try to make it seem like it's a thing or something. So what I'm trying to say is this: like, I've had relationships, but I've always said, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, and I've gotten to the point where, and I have so many people tell me, "Ah, don't rush it. It's gonna happen." And I'm 28, bro. Like, the rushing shit is like, I don't want to be George Clooney. I'm not trying to be George Clooney out here, be 50 something years old and have twins when I'm like in my late 50s. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I want to have kids and be able to somewhat run with them, like somewhat help them, somewhat be active with them. Um, but some of that comes from me, and some of it, no, all of it comes from me. Um, you know, I'm like, man, I really want to get out there and explore and try to see what happens with my life, but I don't have nobody to go out there with, what I'm saying, or have anything because of my confidence and my self esteem, and I don't talk to people like that. If you ever heard Dog Therapy Sessions, me and my brother always he talks about this. We talk about this shit all the time. We don't talk after we get off camera. Like not me and him, but we don't talk to people like that. And it kind of got me thinking, like I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have friends. I've always said like I don't have friends to call and go out and stuff like that with. And even if I did, I probably would still be, they probably call me more than I call them. Like, let's go out. I got shit to do. And some of that is, somewhat of a you call it introverted, I guess. If you say, oh, it's just you just being standoffish. Some people even call it being lame. It's up to you. Um, but my confidence has never been there. You know what I'm saying? And I've had relationships, but it's just like the girls you know, really like, I'm not confident with. Even now that I think about it, even the girls I've dated, it kind of was like on some like we just was like like kids. You know how kids are. She like you, you like her. Y'all might as well date. And it's kind of how it was. It wasn't like you know what I'm saying. And yeah, like the crushes I've had in my life, I've never like really pursued them until it was like too late. So I remember when I was a kid, my first crush. I posted a picture a long time ago. I was super like you could see in the picture that I have. It's like I think if we had our preschool kindergarten graduation. Um, and it's me and this girl, and you know, you could tell I'm shy as shit. Like I'm like, holy shit, we taking a picture. I told my mom and everybody about this girl, man. Uh, and um, I remember taking that picture at kindergarten graduation. And I still remember who she was. Her name was Bridget. Still remember. I still remember her name. Um, it was that's how crazy it is, right? I remember her name, and I remember like I don't know how we got like cool or something, or we saw something. I don't know how the hell it happened. I think my teacher um actually had to um I was messing up an assignment or something, and she knew what she was doing, and so she told her to help me or something like that, and that's how we started talking and stuff. But and yeah, I remember that picture. I remember that day. It's crazy. I still remember my kindergarten graduation um, from free school. Shout out to all my people that went to New Orleans free school. Most of my family, all of my family. And I remember that. And then I had another crush in my neighborhood. I used to live on Orleans in New Orleans, Fifth Ward. And I remember this little girl that was across the fence. Some people was across the fence, and me and her, I had a crush on her. I remember. I remember that. Now, what I'm about to say next is you're not. I'm not okay. How can I say this? I can't say this without it kind of sounded like I was fast, but it sounded like I was fast. So I gotta preface it like that. You're gonna think I'm fast, and this is why I'm gonna say this right now. So when I was a kid, on that in that on that street, Orleans, we used to live in this house. It was a shotgun house. You know, a shotgun house, two houses, you know, together. It's kind of like, you got yours shit, and then it was me and my mom, my brother, my sister in one house, my TD, my cousins in another house, a shotgun house, and then my grandma lived like 2 or 3 blocks away from that, like down the street, like literally down the street, like walk a couple situation. My grandma lived like at the end of the block, so I had this couch, right? I love this couch. I used to be behind this couch every fucking day. That was like my hiding spot from whoopings. Like Reggie, my hiding spot from whoopings. If I didn't want to be social with people, if I got tired of doing homework, I'll just dip and go in the back. I go in that. I was behind that couch. That was my shit. So much so before we moved, I remember actually going behind that couch. Just to remember like when I was a kid. I actually remember that. Holy shit. I remember going behind the couch. I was remember like just sitting behind the couch, being like, damn, this is crazy. Um, but we had this couch. So this was like my favorite place. Like if it wasn't in my room watching wrestling, playing Nintendo 64, it was behind the couch. This is why I say y'all gonna think I'm fast. Here. Okay. So I can't remember the girl's name. I cannot remember this girl's name. Um, I want it started. I can't remember her name, but I remember. I don't know how, but I remember her following me in the house. I was like 6, I think. And I remember her following me in the house, and I was like, "I gotta show you my favorite spot in the house, Cloris." And it was behind the couch. So much so, my sister, my brother, and everybody's like, "Yo, what Brandon old girl went?" Yeah, like it's like, "Yo, where they went?" It's like, it's like, where they went? They go in the house, they come in the house, and they're like, "What the hell are y'all doing behind the couch?" Like, it's just like talking. No, like, anyway, and it's just it was funny then, but like when you think about it in hindsight, you're like, yeah, I was wilding. That was like I was 6. Who the fuck cares? Like I'm 6. I think she's like a year younger than me, and and I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Never dated her though. She actually came to New Orleans Free School. I remember that. Her, her brother and my brother were like best friends. Shout out to Buzzy. Um, but yeah, they were like best friends. So I always used to hang out with them. So yeah, I had a massive crush on this little sister. I don't know why, but she kind of reminded me of Bridget. I think that's kind of why I liked her so much. Um, like same skin complexion, everything. So I was like, yeah. Um, and then I think like for most of my childhood, I didn't really have like that many crushes. But then I remember like it's like 2 girls at the end. Like I was just like before I left New Orleans, before Hurricane Katrina came, it was like 2 girls that I was just like. I think if I would have stayed Hurricane Katrina didn't fuck up, I could have got one of them. I'm just gonna be real. Probably could have got one of them. Probably could have got one of them. Anyway, that was confidence. See that shit? That's how fast it kicks in sometimes. And yeah. Okay, so so I remember another girl. Um, she came to my school like 4th grade. I remember. Um, her name was Monet. Yeah, I remember. Her name was Monet, and man, I don't know what it was about her, but man, I have no clue uh what it was about her. But yeah, man, I and this is where my childhood kind of is interesting, funny as shit. I had a massive crush on her. She had a crush on me, but we could never. I don't know what it was, but we could never like. See, this is when you're young and then you realize you're getting older, kicks in. So I don't know what it was. We just never could like talk like about that. So we go to the fifth grade, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna holler at her when I get. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna holler. My homeboys are hyping me up. I remember Alan hyping me up and everybody hyping me up. And they're like, bro, you gotta go get her. And I remember like the week before, I think we started talking about it. And then literally the week that we started talking about that shit, Hurricane Katrina. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Hurricane Katrina. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Moved to Houston. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yes. It's fucking crazy. Like, and then and then after that, um, moved to Houston. And I didn't really have that many crushes after I moved to Houston. Maybe like two. That's probably it. Maybe a couple, but I can't really remember. But I know I had like two when I got to Houston, and both in different schools. When I first got to Houston, um, after fifth grade, I went to no after my sixth grade, fifth and sixth grade, went to this this middle school. It was a new middle school called Sterling Ross, and went there and uh, met this girl, and I had a crush on her too, and and as funny as that shit is, a couple years later, come back around, we got cool. She's one of the reasons why I started doing this podcast. So, but yeah, I had a massive crush on her, and she had one on me too. But again, like Monet, we could just I don't know what it was. It was just at that time, it's just like nah, it's not gonna work. I don't know what it was. Um, just couldn't wait to work. I don't know what it was. When we were young. Came back years later, but shit happens. And I had another one when I moved to my other school, like eighth grade year. Yeah, literally the next year. Uh, Girl moved into my neighborhood. Yeah, like, and I started catching a bus with me, and I don't know what it was. We just hit it off, and we both. I don't know what it was, but we kind of both got cool because um we're 7 days apart in birthdays, not age, but we were 7 days apart. She's January 24th. I'm January 31st. So we kind of just bonded off of that. We both Aquarius. We both, so it just bonded. We just hit it off. And again, never could get it. I don't know, man. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Literally saying this. Every crush that I had in that moment, it just never panned out. Never panned out. Now, maybe I was too eager, or maybe I was just my self esteem, my confidence just was never there. So just never panned out. I don't. I take it as a lesson too, and that's probably why I am where I am today in life. don't fuck up your moment when you get it. You got an opportunity, you better take it. Um, and I fucked up a lot of moments. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. It's not just with them. It's I didn't go to prom. Like I didn't. I was like, if I'm not driving, I don't want to go to prom, and missed out on my prom. I went to prom. Um, that's one of the lifetime things. Even if I wasn't going with nobody, I would have went with my friends, and we would have had probably a great time. But that just wasn't my mindset at that time. I'm like, fuck prom. My brother didn't go. I'm like, man, he ain't go. I ain't going. Fuck it. And I don't really care about prom and shit like that because I wasn't gonna be nominated and do anything crazy or anything. I didn't really give a fuck, but it would have probably been fun to be there, just to enjoy it. Um, but that's a moment I'll never get to have. Except if I get super successful, I'm gonna do my own self a prom. Like hopefully like a 30-year-old prom. I'm turning 30 in 2 years. I'm thinking if I hit, oh shit, it's going down. Um, yeah, prom. I didn't go to prom. Um, I didn't really go to that many parties when I was in high school because they always thought I was either high or asleep. So I never really made friends in high school like that. um, yeah, it just everything. I've learned a lot as I've gotten into this podcast world, and particularly doing my podcast, is that don't squander your fucking moments, and it's just very hard sometimes when you're young. You don't really think of that. I've been watching a lot of sports documentaries. I know, right? It's crazy, right? I watch a lot of sports documentaries, right? And they talk about that. Like I was watching the Magic Moment on Disney Plus. Go watch that with the Orlando Magic when they had Shaq and Penny Hardaway. Go watch that shit because that's a very amazing documentary. But they were like, man, we got these two young kids. Like clearly you're gonna win championships. They were talking about like when Michael Jordan came back to the league, they beat him when he came back and played like 29 games, and then you know they played him in the next season, and they whooped their ass so good. They beat the shit out of them. They waxed that ass. Swept their ass. Matter of fact, out the playoffs. And that was the year after they went to the fucking NBA Finals and got swept by the Rockets. So they thought they were like, man, we got these two prime players. We got them for years. We good. Nope. Shaq. Back in the day, you could kind of leave free agency. It wasn't no extensions on free agency at the time. Well, rookie extensions, especially first rounders. So Shaq had a liability. He could leave and go be a free agent. He'd go be a free agent. He went and was a free agent. And he went to the Los Angeles Lakers. A couple years later, we all know the story. Teamed up with Kobe, won some championships, game set match. But they were talking about that. And then Penny Hardaway, if anybody knows the story of Penny Hardaway, he started having these knee injuries and stuff. And he just was never the same after Shaq left. Shaq was a generational talent. We didn't see the foresight in Penny. We didn't see that coming. What I'm trying to say is that I need to be more Shaqs. I need to be more Shaq in moments when I get to that point. But I'm not. But for most of my life, I've been Penny. When it was given to me, my knees crumbled under the pressure of maybe doing it. And even if I wasn't supposed to at that time do it the right way, it was supposed to still be something. It just never materialized into it, which just kind of led me into where I'm at today. With today, it's not that I don't think I'm ever gonna find something or find someone. It's more so just like I know I gotta put the work in, and I don't feel like it. I'm lazy as shit. I know I am. I'm not lazy. I'm procrastination. I got procrastination like a motherfucker. But I know when it comes to this, there is no time like now because I gotta say it now. Because if I don't, nobody's gonna give a fuck. Yeah, I know if I put the mic down or put the phone down and never do a podcast episode again, yeah, great. But I got my confidence in this. I get on a podcast with anybody and go. So you give me the tool, I got it. Let's go. When it comes to like certain shit in life, I'm not that good. I say this all the time with my brother. I said, when the camera goes off, I'm back to being shy as fuck, non-verbal, introverted as shit. I I don't want to talk. I don't want to even have a conversation. When this light is on, when that light is on, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. What's up? I'm here. What's up? Let's have a conversation. But most of the times, I'm just not there. I'm not there. Like mentally, I'm not there. I'm not in that position to give you something because I'm not there. And I think that's the thing about me. So even with those girls and all the crushes I've had in my life, I never was there. I never put myself in a position to even be there. So I didn't give a fuck. I, I gave a fuck and I didn't give a fuck. Yes, you can do both at the same time. You can give a fuck too much and still not give a fuck. like, like it's just like, okay. And you chalk it up to you just being busy. Oh, I'm busy. I'll figure it out later. This is what I was trying to say earlier. When you were young, you just chalked it up to being like, I was always gonna be there one day. I get to it. As you get older, you realize, nope, should have did that shit right then and there. Nope, I should have did that shit right then and there. I should have, and I didn't. And then you realize that there was nothing that you could have done because that's your personality. So you are. Sucks. Fucking terrible. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's just who you are. So getting close to the end. Uh, Getting close now. We're in June. I'll be 29 in January. 30 in 2 years. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to get worried. I remember Drake saying that on Alicia Keys' Unthinkable. He's like, "Yo, Taz just turned 30 and he's getting nervous because he's like, it was just, it's fucking ironic because it's true. I'm about to turn 30 in a couple years, and I'm like, now I'm getting nervous. Now I'm getting a little nervous because it's just like, oh shit, what's happening? What's gonna happen?" And that's true. Is what Drake said is true. It's like you turn 30, you get to a certain ages, and you just like, there's not anybody in the dating pool that I even want. Like like that. Like it's just like you're gonna be with somebody that been with somebody. It's just obvious. Like it's just the way it goes. Maybe those moments just wasn't there for me. Maybe I took myself off the moments before it was even time to take myself off of those moments. But at the end of the day, um, no matter how nervous I am or even more non um committal I am to certain things in life, I'm very, very appreciative, even if I didn't live up to the moment, because it showed me not to fuck up those moments ever again. And hopefully, if it comes back around, I take my advice and not think about it afterwards. Be like, "Ah, I should have did it." But who knows? We shall see. This has been a brand new show, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.